S.D Karns, how do you think today's sale went?
Pretty good. A lot of advertising involved in this. We had 15,000 views on Auction Zip. A lot of phone calls. We ran it in the local papers for 3 weeks. I mean, it got a lot. I mean, I think it was over 200, I think. We at least went over 5. We were at 657 last I checked, and we started at 5.
Okay.
500. Plus, we had a couple reserve bids, too. We probably have another 30 in reserve bids. So it was over 200 people turnout. It was a really, really good turnout. Everybody showed up. Everybody bought. Everybody had something they were after. Some people just bought one thing and left.
Right.
But at the same token, it left another spot for somebody else to come in.
Right.
So everybody, seating was tight. We had it seated for 174, but
Right.
yeah, it wouldn't be an auction if you didn't have to stand a little bit.
Well, I'm used to standing on
Yeah.
Saturdays.
This is true.
How far do you think your furthest bidder came from?
Alabama.
Alabama?
We had a lady come from Alabama specifically to buy fashion hats.
Really?
She came to buy all. We probably had 200 fashion hats here from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and she came from Alabama to buy them. I didn't get to talk to her though.
Right.
I'm gonna have to give her a call here later and just tell her thanks for coming out because that was quite a haul to get up here.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy one.
Yeah. So, other auctions.
A couple on high bid coming up. I'm actually liquidating an antique shop in Bedford, Pennsylvania right now. Just some backroom overstock. She's still staying around, but she's getting rid of some extra stuff.
Okay.
We've got another high bid coming up for the restaurant. We're going to do all the equipment probably towards the end of May. I'm going to probably have that lined up.
Okay.
Nothing really as far as live right now. I'm actually helping a lot of guys do farm consignments this time of year, so it's really keeping me on the road and keeping me busy, which helps with the high bid auctions, so I can do those on the weekdays at night after the 9 to 5 as well. So
Right.
normally it's 60 hours of work and 30 hours on the road on the weekends, but it's pretty fun. I have a good time doing it.
Right. Well, since, you don't have any other than helping, can we promote your stuff?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
we'd like to welcome you to the CRB
Oh,
family.
thank you. I appreciate it.
And one of those is that we promote not
Excellent.
just when we release the videos on YouTube and Facebook, but we also say, hey, SD Karns is going to have an auction coming up.
One of these days.
Yeah. So that way you can
Yeah,
get
because
more people in.
after this one, I'm going to take about a week or 2 off.
We're
I need a nap.
We're doing the same thing.
We're pretty much doing the same.
Yeah, you guys have been on all over the place, from Dame Woods up, and you did the
Yeah.
Worley's St. Jude's auction and everything like that.
Yeah.
I should have went. I want to see Les Longenecker.
Right.
If they made a poster, I'd have it.
I like how he calls.
I told him
Yeah.
that at States first year. I said, I don't want to sound weird, but if you made a poster, I'd probably have it up in my garage.
That is so sweet.
Oh, I love it. He's just fire.
Yeah.
He just has anger and passion all at the same time, but he's happy while he's doing it at the same time.
Right.
He looked at me like, it was this year for States. He said, you got to smile when you get up there. We were doing practice before we went up.
Right.
And I walked up there and didn't smile, and Les was there like this. I've never laughed so hard. It made me smile on the gate. Right on the nose, it made me smile.
Right. Well, how long have you been doing?
I've been licensed about a year and a half now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been licensed for about a year and a half. I went to school in January of 21.
Okay.
And then finished up there in August of 20. And in the meantime, I was actually working with my practicum auctioneer for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So I stayed local around here. And I worked with David Tremmel. I worked with Frank Roombaugh for a little bit. Anybody will give me seat time after I got my license, too. I pretty much go anywhere. If they call and they have an extra seat, I'll take a mic. That's easy.
That's fantastic. And this is like your first big...
This is the first major one.
Okay.
This is the first major one. I had probably 4 live ones last year. I started getting to high bid towards the end of the year, just because it was getting cold.
Right.
It was just getting cold out, and it's a little bit easier. It's a lot more homework, a lot less in the field work. So there's a lot more homework, so that was nice
Right.
to stay around for a little bit with the family and actually spend some time at home.
I can understand that, but we hope you can get to do more of these because you were fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
David was great as well. Your team did fantastic.
A lot of new kids.
Yeah.
A lot of those kids only ever helped me tear down. I said, you guys get to see it come to fruition today.
Yeah.
They looked at me and said, you get to see it from start to finish today. So
Yeah.
you guys started it, we might as well finish it all together, too.
So are
They're doing
those
really well.
kids that want to become auctioneers?
No, they're just co-workers, friends, or co-workers' kids and things like that. They're just a little free time. I said, we'll treat you good and come out too. So they've been great to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did really well. They, for the most part, had a good grip. We had that one instance, but I will say, compared to some auctions we've been to, that was
The nice thing about them is they pay attention. If you tell them to do something, they ask questions too, and that's so hard to find with kids.
it is.
They ask questions before you need to tell them. They're like, hey, should I do this? Like, no. But that was like 5 more things.
Yeah.
Make it go.
They did. You got a good crew.
Well, they're getting there.
Yeah.
I brought a couple experienced runners and things like that, guys that know what they're doing. I had one guy hurt on his shoulder, so he's I told him, I said, Scotty, just make sure everybody's packing things the right way, and we're not just selling a juicer. We're selling all the juicers.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? It was what 750 items you guys went through.
Yeah.
I think 750 items in 6 hours is
I
phenomenal.
think it was 136 an hour. David likes to do the math. He's all about the speed record.
Right.
Yeah, it was 136 an hour.
But that was phenomenal. You guys, even whenever you switched, you guys didn't miss a beat. There was
You should
no...
see us sell together.
Really?
Everybody else thinks that's weird, but we'll sell in tandem.
Right.
I'll sit on one side, he'll sit on the other, Karen will be in the middle, and we'll just switch. It gives you 5 seconds. It gives you 5 seconds to look down and see what your next stuff is, or tell the runner behind you to get more, whatever it might be. It's a nice little wall. A lot of guys thought that was strange. Like, you guys sell in tandem? Like, you don't just switch off? I'm like, no, we sell in tandem.
Right.
And it works pretty good, because he'll sell one side of the room, I'll sell the other, and we'll just go down the road. So it sounds pretty good.
We'll have to definitely check it out whenever.
Yeah,
you guys
Davey,
get the chance to
I
do
think
that.
he's got a big antique auction. That's going to be April 29th, I think.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe.